Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you something about Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, and of course Pokemon Home. Let's get started. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go to my file here, the Fierce T-Man file, and what we're going to do in today's video is a few things. I'm not just going to say one or two because that's not the max amount for today's video. So, as you guys can tell, I've already beaten the main game. And just to show that there is a way for you to get all three Galar starters even after you've already chosen one of the three. So here's this right here. You see I've got these guys. I've got Groudon, Blaziken, and Turtonator. But the thing I'm going to show you is this. Right here. You see there's Scorbunny. If you chose Scorbunny for your starter in Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield or both, there's a way to get the starters, all three. One, after you have if you've chosen Scorbunny for your starter on both, just complete the whole game of the main story, and then after that, if you complete the main story on Sword, but don't want to delete it, then just save the game on Pokemon Sword after you've completed the whole game, and then go to Pokemon Shield, complete the main story on that, and then you can delete your Pokemon Shield progress and start over with either Grookey or Sobble. Same thing with either Grookey or Sobble. If you chose one of them, beat the main story on one of the games, and if you don't want to start over, that's fine. If you don't want to start over on one, that's perfectly cool. But if you do start over on one of them, but not on the other, then let's say you're on Pokemon Shield, and you don't want to start over after completing the main story of the game. With the downloadable content, which is actually DLC, then you just go to one that you're willing to start over on, and then choose either Scorbunny or Sobble. Depending on which one of these three starters you choose, you could choose to restart from the very beginning or not. It doesn't matter. But what matters is you can get the three starters in the game. The trick that I use when it comes to getting the three stars is this. I go to this right here, Pokemon Home, and I put my starter from the current game into Pokemon Home so that I don't lose it. And then when I start over, I go to get the Pokédex from Miss Sonia, and then after I've gotten it, I'll save and quit, go to Pokemon Home, and then put my starter from the previous game into the new one. So then that way I can get two different starters at once. And the same thing you can do with these guys. If you want to get all three evolution lines for one specific set of three starters, then do this. Go to Scorbunny, and if you got Scorbunny and you want to get his Raboot and Cinderace forms, and keep one as a Scorbunny, well then do what I'm doing. I put this Cinderace here into the breeding den with a Ditto, which gave me 2 or 3 males. Now if you're wondering, where is this thing located, this breeding area? Well, you see right here, it says Bridgefield Pokemon Nursery, which is where you gotta go. And then when you go right here, I've already got my 2 different Pokemon in there anyway, so you go here, and then you talk to this lady right here. She'll ask you like, what can I do for you, or something like that. You just say, I'd like to leave my Pokemon. You can choose up to 2, which will go to $1,000 in the game. 1,000 of your Poké Dollars. And you can choose to either take them back, or you could choose to leave them until the lady has something that you want. Alright, so I'm going to show you a little something about how to breed. You might want to pay attention very closely to this, you guys, because I do not feel like redoing this whole thing. So right now I'm putting Ditto and my new Togepi in there. So let's say you want a Clauncher on here. We'll just breed Clawitzer with Ditto. I'll show you by breeding one of these Pokemon with a Ditto. We can choose that one. Alright, and then after you've selected the amount that you want to breed, talk to her, say I'd like to leave Pokemon. Okay, and you can leave up to 2 for about 1,000. That's not as bad as anyone would probably say it would be. Choose 2 Pokemon you want to leave. I chose those 2. And see, it'll take 1,000 out of your money, and then you just ride around, basically. You just ride around, do whatever, and then when you go to a lady, she'll have, if the breeding's done after you get back to her, she'll usually show the breeding's done and that an egg has been successfully retrieved from the Pokemon that breeded by simply putting one of her hands in some sort of a way where she'll like put one hand on her face while the other hand stays crossed. I'm going to show you that right now. I'm going to show you just what you got to do. See, I'm just running around. I don't even care what the heck I'm doing. See, if you want 3 of the same egg, then just grab one, ride around on your bike until it hatches. See, if she's doing that, you guys, then that means that there's an egg already prepared. And that's the sound you're going to hear when you take the egg. She'll tell you to raise it well. But you see, I'm not going to raise the female. At least not through battling. I'll raise her through having her being put on Pokemon jobs. But not through battles. I'm going to leave that to the guys. And no, I'm not being sexist, saying that female Pokemon that I have are not allowed to do battle. They'll get to do battle, but just for now, they have to do Pokemon jobs. You know, until they get a good enough level. And then I'll let them join in on the Pokemon battles. So basically, you run around on this bike, on the bike of yours, and you just run around until you see a question mark at the end of a sign that says O. When it says OH on there with a question mark at the end of it, then you'll know that your egg is gonna hatch. So that's what I'm here to show you guys today. That plus something else that I feel hasn't really been covered enough on YouTube. Okay, so this is just what I'm doing. I'll show you all the Pokemon I've got in one of the boxes that are in baby form and in mid-adult form and the max adult form. And then I'll show you something else, but that's all going to be in the next video, not in this one. See? Now it says O. Which means your Pokemon egg is ready to hatch. And you see? There's your level 1. Or my level 1, because I'm the one with this file. And if you're wondering, well, what are you going to do since you got a female? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, but that's in the next video. Talk to you guys in the next one.